In today's video, I'll be going over and reviewing MLB Pipeline's top 10 Yankees prospects, seeing where I agree, seeing where I disagree, and everything in between. And really quickly, if you do like these types of videos, subscribe, like this video, comment down below what you want to see next. Helps out a lot. So, at number 1, they have Anthony Volpe, and I could not agree more. Volpe is a beast. 20-year-old shortstop. He's our number 1 overall pick in 2019. And he has done nothing but rake. 109 games in high A and low A. He's hit .294 with 27 bombs, 33 stolen bases, and an OPS over 1. He is a beast. I mean, there's a chance we'll see him next year in the majors, which I doubt, but there's a chance of that. But 2 years down the line, he'll be playing, and he'll be playing some big games and making big impacts. They give him a 60 hit tool, which I agree with, 50 power, which I think is low, at least 55. Again, like what did I say, 27 home runs? Yeah, like 27 home runs, 604 slugging this year. At least 65 power in my mind, or 55. 55 run, probably more like a 60. I mean, he's stolen a lot of bases, but that also just proves his good base running abilities. 50 arm, and 55 field. Volpe is a beast, and I couldn't agree more with where they rank him. I mean, he's a stud. He's one of the best. Next is Jasson Dominguez, the Martian. Now, he is a lot of hype. I mean, 18-year-old switch hitter, has player comps to Mickey Mantle, Mike Trout, anyone you can think of he's compared to. Now, this season in high A in 49 games, it's relatively disappointing, hitting .258 with a 744 OPS, and only 5 home runs, but like he has ridiculous talent. He's the most talented, highest ceiling of every one of our prospects. 55 hit, 60 power, 65 run, which I think is honestly slow. I mean, we have videos of him running. He flies around the bases. 60 arm and 55 field. I mean, he has the best tools of everyone in the system. If I'm not concerned about his bad performance. Next season, he'll be 19. Like, I think we'll see a good season from him. The tools are ridiculous, and I think the hype is real, so I agree ranking him at second. Next, at third, is Oswald Peraza. Now, Peraza is a 21-year-old shortstop with the Yankees, and I really like him. I think he's one of the more underappreciated prospects because he's well known, but just, he's not appreciated enough. People got to give him a little bit more credit for what he does. So, they give him a 55 hit, 50 power, 60 run, 60 arm, 60 field for 55 overall. And yeah, I think that's all very accurate. He doesn't have great power. 18 home runs in 115 games in the minors. But what he does do is put the ball in play. 297 average. He does everything that you expect there well. He puts the ball in play and plays elite defense. We're probably going to see him next season. And I'm going to enjoy that because I like better defending shortstops. So I agree with where they rank him at third. He's pretty slept on in my mind. Next is where we start to disagree a little bit. They have Gill at fourth. Now, he has the best. He has some of the best stuff in the system. A 75 fastball and 55 slider. His pitches are amazing. You watch him pitch in the majors and you go, wow, that fastball was amazing. That slider was great. Why isn't he higher? But he hasn't done that well. In the minors this year, he had a 3.97 ERA and a whopping 5.1 walks per 9. I know he pitched a little in the majors in 29 innings and had a low 3 ERA, but he also walked like 6 batters per 9. In my mind, I think he's more like number 6, number 7 range of our prospects. So not as high on him as some others are. I think he is a player that we should trade while his value is at an all-time high. The next player is Clarke Schmidt for them. Now, Schmidt's interesting. He's 25 now because he's been held in the minors due to injuries. But 60 fastball, 60 curve, 55 change, not bad control. I don't he's technically a prospect, but I don't even know if I can consider him one because he only pitched 39 innings in the minors. He has the stuff. He can probably pitch in the majors the next season. He probably could have pitched this season. But I mean, I'm torn on him. I don't really consider him a prospect anymore. I consider him more of a player. And as a player, he's all right. So I wouldn't be shocked if he's also traded. Then they have Austin Wells, number 6. And I'm a pretty big Wells fan. Catcher / first baseman / left fielder / they don't have a position for him. 22 years old. We drafted him with our first overall pick in 2020. Left-handed bat. They give him a 55 hit, 55 power. He does everything in that sense well. The bat is good. This season, in single A and high A in 103 games, he hit 246, which isn't amazing. He had 16 bombs, 23 doubles, a good eye, 390 on base percentage, 476 slugging for an 867 OPS on the season. He's good. Good left-handed bat. Again, I wouldn't be shocked if when Sanchez leaves the team, Wells is being called up. I would probably have him above Schmidt. I think he has a lot more upside than Schmidt, so I'd probably flip those two. Schmidt 6, Wells 5. Might even move Schmidt a little farther down. I don't know. But I like Wells. Good left-handed bat. Hits the ball and hits it hard. Next, at number 7, they have Trey Sweeney. Shortstop / third baseman. And now we drafted him with our first overall pick this year. He's done really, really good in the minors. In 32 games in A-ball and rookie ball, he's hit 261 with a 384 on base percentage. He has a fantastic eye and a 548 slugging for a 932 OPS. Hit 7 bombs. I mean, he was getting home runs really quickly there. Good eye. He's going to be someone who strikes out a decent amount, but also walks a decent amount. I think of him as a left-handed Miguel Andujar. His defense isn't amazing. I mean, they gave him a 40 field, but they give him a 60 hit, 50 power. And I wouldn't be shocked if it's more like a 55 hit, 55 power, 60 hit, 55 power. Like, we drafted him for the bat. A left-handed bat that probably profiles at third base, not short. He's not as good defensively, but has a cannon of an arm. I like Sweeney. I think I'd have him above Schmidt. I think I would go Wells 5th, Sweeney 6th, then Schmidt. But they differ. So number 8 is Luis Medina. Now, remember when Luis Medina. Remember when I was talking about how Gill had some of the best stuff in the system? Medina has the best stuff in the system. So they gave him a 75 fastball and a 60 curveball, 55 changeup. His one problem is he has horrible control. Again, 5.1 walks per 9 in the minors over a long sample size. But at least he's consistent. He's always been around that mark. But he has good stuff, and he has pretty good results. I mean, 3.39 ERA in the minors with 11 strikeouts per 9. I just don't know if he'll be able to make it. He has the pitches. That's not a question. the pitches are MLB level, but I don't think he's gonna have the control. So I wouldn't be shocked if he gets traded, and I'm probably putting him one spot lower because I like the pitcher that they have right behind him at number 9, Ken Waldechuck. Now, Waldichuk is a very, very good pitcher. If you have not been following the minors, he's ridiculously slept on. Left-handed pitcher. He's 23 years old, so on the older side, but he has everything you need. 60 fastball, 55 curve, 55 slider, 50 changeup. That's 4 good pitches, with 3 of them being plus pitches, and a 50 control. He's very slept on. In the minors, he had 13.3 strikeouts per 9, 4.2 walks per 9, which is a little high, but not horrible. We can work with that. We had a 3.03 ERA on 110 innings. He's just been an absolute beast. He's striking guys out and not giving up a ton of runs, and has 4+ pitches. We better protect him from the Rule 5 draft when he's eligible. He is good. I'm putting him above Medina. And I think Schmidt's more MLB ready. So I'm probably having him just behind Schmidt, but by that much. So Ken Waldechuck, ridiculously slept on. Now here's where I really, really disagree. They have Yoendrys Gomez here at number 10. And I'm not a Gomez fan at all. I don't think he's that good. At 21 years old, in A-ball, in 23.2 innings, he put up a 3.42 ERA. And then he was injured and is out for the whole season. It's not what you want to see. Not like a 55 fastball is good. 55 curve is good. 50 slider, 55 changeup. But nothing's fantastic about him, you know? You watch him pitch and it's like, yeah, he's all right. And I think that we have a lot of guys in the system who are miles better and have really good potential. So I really disagree with Gomez. Now, because I disagree, I feel like I am justified to give a player that I think is much better than him. And that player for me is Everson Pierra. In my mind, the most underrated Yankees prospect and one of the most underrated prospects in baseball. MLB Pipeline has him ranked 13th for the Yankees farm. And I think he's probably around 9 or 10. 10th best in the farm. 20-year-old, around the same age as Anthony Volpe. Actually plays with the same team as him in the minors. At the start of the season, he was a guy that was known for his speed. You know, really fast, good defense, a strong arm, but no bat. Not the most appealing prospect there. But he has proven everyone wrong. This season, he has hit .303 with a .398 on-base percentage, .686 slugging percentage for an OPS of 1,084. He's just been a beast. 49 games, he's hit 20 home runs. It's a home run every 2.5 games. That would be around 60 home runs in the majors. I know that won't carry over, but that's the rate that he's at. In a full season, he would have hit around 60 home runs. He is that good. The strikeouts aren't that big of a problem for him. He walks a decent amount. He's also fast. 9 stolen bases. Everything that Pierra does, I love. I've watched him play. He's an aggressive player. And the strikeouts aren't horrible, but we do need to cut that down a little. My thing is, he has much more power than they're giving him. I'm giving him around a 60 power. The 50 hit is probably reasonable, but could be 55. I think he's above Gomez. And don't be shocked if he flies up the list, because if he performs like he did this year, next season, instant number 3 prospect, instant number 3 or number 2, without a doubt, because he's amazing, 5-tool player, and only 20. So that's me going over MLB Pipeline's top 10 Yankees prospects and giving my thoughts on it. If you like this, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.